live stream thing without being on my PC. I'm on the telephone, and I wanted to check it out while I do some things on the computer, because I do want to start going live, and I don't want to always have to be at my PC. And don't mind my glasses. I know they. Don't mind the glasses. Okay. But anyway, what's going on out there? If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If y'all don't know, like, I started taking YouTube serious probably about a month ago, like maybe 4 or 5 weeks now. I started taking YouTube serious, posting all the time, posting my shorts, going live, trying to give y'all content. The true crime we got going on, a couple of trials I'm watching closely is the Karen Reed trial, which is not set to begin until April. And then I ain't really getting into the ASAP Rocky trial, but I do have a couple of things there on that ASAP Rocky playlist. And then of course, Naziah, what's his name? Jarvis, he gonna go to court next month, and I think it's just a hearing, but that's just a couple of the cases I've been watching. I'm following at least on YouTube anyway. So we got the Karen Reed and Naziah Harris one, and then I've been looking at some other ones that I want to get into as well. So if I decide to share those on YouTube, I'll be doing those too. Thing is, I want to get my platform straightened out and figure out like the customizations I want to use with these different apps or whatever. So, more to come with that, and definitely some advancements. But shout out to all my subscribers. Like, I am so excited to have grown this page at this rate. And I think I was like at 200 on January 19th, 200 subscribers, 200. And now we're over 2K subscribers. That is amazing. I could not have imagined that. I really thought that 1,000, like my goal was 1,000. Obviously, everyone wants to get 1,000 so they can get monetized, but you still need the watch hours. But I was like, 1,000, and by the time I got to 1,000, I'm like, whoa, I was way past 1,000. So definitely surpassed my expectations in the amount of time. But that just goes to show you that no matter what and no matter who's showing up for you, because some of my stuff don't get a lot of views, but the views that is getting, people are deciding to stay, and that means a lot to me. So that just goes to show, no matter if nobody shows up for you, as long as you show up for yourself and be committed to the process, you're going to get results. And it may happen at a pace that you're not expecting it to happen at, like, honestly, because I'll tell you, my first 200, I was like, oh my gosh. But once I don't know, once I just hit 600, 700, it just kept going and going and going. And like I said, my goal was 1,000. And by the time I got to 1,000, I was like jumping to 2,000 that fast. I ain't even had a chance to think about it, really. So any news YouTubers, small content creators, definitely don't overthink your content. There's things that probably will be deleted down the line somewhere, maybe like, I don't know, in a couple months, I'll probably be like, okay, this is no good. I want to take that off. I'm not overthinking it because ain't nobody perfect. Not even, the best, biggest content creators. They're not perfect. Nobody is. So, but the thing that you could bring to the table is being you and being you every time. And nobody else can do that. Nobody else can do it. Your ideas, your opinions, your thoughts, all that stuff, nobody else offers the same thing that you do. So that's my advice for like small content creators. Just keep on doing it. And you never know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, who's going to get on your page and just be like, I want to subscribe to this page. You don't know. You don't know who they're telling about. I don't know how this page grew like that. All I do know is that when I decided to show up for myself, I showed up for myself, and I did it every day, and I do it as much as I can. Whether it gets 2 likes, 3 likes, I don't care. I'm still going to come back and post again, So that's like the biggest thing. You can't stop. You can't get discouraged because nobody's liking or nobody's viewing. You really can't care about that. You have to have your goals and mine. And at one point of this whole process, thank y'all for the likes. At one point at this whole process, I was just posting what I like, like, or things that I found funny. I was just doing it for me. So that's another tidbit that I'll share. Like, do what you want to do. I literally can go on my page and see stuff that I want to see, that I want to review, that I may find was interesting. A lot of the Naziah Harris clips, as you notice, I don't have everyone's testimony from the preliminary, but I got the ones I want to check back into. I got the ones I want to look at and that I believe that you may find interesting. And that's why, I'm intentional about that because I want to make sure I enjoy the content and the people like me or as investigative like me, they're going to enjoy it too. And I really want to make sure I got the hiccup. I really want to make sure that I am attracting people that are like-minded. And if you don't like it, that's why, if you notice I have got like a negative comment, woo, 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 I don't care. That's why I'm like, go, don't come to this page. It's not for you. I don't even want you here. I don't. Like, if you don't like me or if you don't like my content or if you got something to say about my page, just go. It makes it better for me to bring and attract the type of people that are like-minded. That's where I'm at. So that's my advice to you guys, small creators. Do it for you. Do what you like. Make your page stuff that you want to go back to, like a little Pinterest board or whatever. Um, do it so that you can be proud of yourself, whatever it is. And we're all like on social media all the time. And we're usually consuming. If you're consuming, you're consuming somebody's content all the time. So why not put out something for people to consume? They're going to do it. There's going to be people like you that's going to decide to consume it. Another thing I've been doing, and I'm kind of turning this into a thing for small content creators, but not only that, just for people to stay empowered and diligent on what works for you. Another thing I do is I go to the it's not for you page, but like the recommended people I'm not subscribed to. I go and engage on those things because the way that computers work now is like it knows what you like. Like the algorithm is going to give you more of what you like. I even think it's reading your mind sometimes. I'm not playing because there's times that I just think something and then it'll show up on my YouTube timeline. And so I'll go check it out and I'll engage. And the cool thing is, I've got followers like that. Like I've got followers by commenting on like a crazy case. Y'all laughing. I've got followers from commenting on like a crazy case, like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, you know? And then people will come subscribe to my page just from that sort of engagement, or just because of my comment it was something that brought them to it. So that's another bit of advice I'll share with like up and coming YouTubers. Go engage on your recommended page or for you page, whatever it's called. Engage. Like, and see what happens. See what happens. It's not going to hurt you, but what it does do is it helps like program your page. And I don't know what better way to explain that, but definitely go engage on things on your recommended page and stay consistent on your page. Post things that you like, things that you can talk about that that's it. Like pretty much that you could talk about, even if it's just like cooking or lotion, shopping. I don't care. Whatever it is that you feel like you could talk about. And for me, I'm investigator. So I was thinking about the name. We could be Evie and the Investigators. Like investigators, like, I don't know. I was thinking about that. But I'm like inquisitive. I like to look into things. And then when I look into it, I want to look all the way into it. Or another thing, I like funny stuff. Like if it's funny to me, I'm probably gonna post it. I'm probably gonna share it with people that may find it funny or not, or if it's informative. I love information, so I try to, bring those type of things here. And I do post some things that are like political or whatever, but it's informative for everyone. But those who like it, and those who don't. So again, post things that you can talk about, that's going to be talking points to you. I like I said, I posted some things earlier today. I think it got 1 or 2 views. Who cares? I'm gonna go check it out. And the cool thing is, like, some of my posts, they'll just randomly take off. They'll just like, they'll go from 1 to 2 views to 500 next week, you know? And so I don't know if it's because it's not trending at that time, or if it take a minute to get into the algorithm. I don't know. But that's another thing that's happened, like with one of my posts, a couple of my posts actually. I'll post them, and then way on down the line, I'm like, where is these people commenting? Like, why they're old. They're coming to this now. And those people end up subscribing to my page. So it's like pretty cool. You don't know. Like, this a topic you talking about today could be big next week or 2 weeks from now in the news, and then it could pick up. So it's like good to just, again, post what resonates with you. Rather, for me, is funny and funny, informative, and investigative things. I love all those. So if you like I said, whatever it is that you like, just dive into it and just be consistent in that. If it's music, music is cool too. But the thing about music, for like somebody like me who don't own the rights to the music, it can be complicated with posting the music. But if you want to like talk about music or critique it, or if you just like TV shows, you want to talk about TV shows, you can talk about TV shows. You can talk about animals. It's some of everything on there. Like this one dude, I don't know how he came up on my page, but I like his page. He goes and he finds missing people, y'all. Like literally, it's a team of them, and they find missing people in water. Yes, it's the craziest thing. So people like reach out to them. They have this little they have some sort of technology where they can figure it out. And so I just saw where he pulled somebody out the water. They was in a freaking pickup truck, and they have been missing for so long, and the family decided to like reach out to these YouTubers. They are YouTubers, and they found him. So I'll sit there and watch his lives while he getting all this stuff packed up and chit chat. I'm chit chatting with people that's like me, that's nosy, that's nosy and interested in technology. And I meet people there, and then they'll like later on end up commenting on something that I posted. And I'm like, oh, cool. They actually, subscribed or whatever. So find time to just actually scroll YouTube, and not just with content creators that you know, but take up those suggestions. YouTube, usually, I'm learning the algorithm now, but it's really suggesting people like you. And they usually give you somebody that you're not subscribed to. So engage in those, post consistently, don't stop. Whether you get 1 view, 2 views, 12 views, all 12 of those views can turn into subscribers. All 2 of those views can turn into subscribers. That's just how it is. And so definitely keep on posting and share your opinion with respect. You want to follow the YouTube guidelines. Share your opinion. That's what social media is for. Be vocal. Don't be afraid to say what you think. Because, like I said, on that like investigative thing, the missing person thing, the live I was on, I don't know. I didn't know them from a can of paint, but I was talking, I engaged with them, and I met people on that live. And so that helps your page. So you want to stay consistent, posting, and also engaging is really important. And what else I want to say? Anybody got any questions? I don't even know where the chat is on this view, y'all, because like I said, I'm normally on the PC, but I don't know. Let me see, y'all. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue where the comments are. I guess if I had some, it'll probably be here. If I had some comments, but yeah, drop questions. I always encourage questions, or like share what type of content you might like to see on my page, or anything I may find interesting. Hey, anything I may find interesting, comment it on something because I'll get the notification. And leave like questions or ideas under the post, because that too helps with the engagement and the algorithm or whatever. Um, but most importantly, just stay consistent at it. Stay consistent at your um, content. Stay consistent and do what you like and what you find interesting so you can go on your page and check it out later. And also, you begin to see like which content people are engaging in more. So, it's all going to be things that you like and that you could talk about. So, if you see people are engaging more with your, I don't know, red post than your yellow post, and I'm just using colors for an example, then you'll produce more of that red post or yellow post, whichever one it is. Just be consistent in it and make sure it's something you like. Because what you don't want is to get something going and you're really not interested in that content. Like a thing I've been posting about that I'm really like, oh, this is going to be funny or it's going to be a mess, is this whole BMF thing. Like, I don't know if y'all seen 50 Cent. Apparently, he got an issue with Big Meech because when Big Meech got out, after 50 Cent did his BMF series, we seen it. When Big Meech got out, he took a picture with Rick Ross, who is 50 Cent's known op. He don't like him, going back to his baby mama Tia. They got years of like they don't mess around. But on the flip side, what's his name? Rick Ross' daughter and Little Meech did been a prom together. They're like family. I seen their childhood picture. So it's like they already had that connection and relationship. But 50 Cent produced how many series of the show and put Lil Meech in acting school and put him on this show. And he said he made about $5 million. And he said he didn't bail Lil Meech out of I guess he got locked up a couple times. He said Lil Meech would call him and he bailed him out. And he also said how Big Meech would tell Lil Meech how much money he was blowing. And he used to tell Lil Meech, save your money, invest. And then also Big Meech would tell Lil Meech how much D rugs he would do. And 50 Cent would tell Lil Meech, don't do D rugs. So 50 felt like maybe Big Meech was intimidated by him and Lil Meech's relationship. So now that Big Meech is out, posted up with Rick Ross. I've been posting how 50 Cent, yeah, he put him in acting class. He wasn't an actor. He did all that for him. So now 50 Cent feels some type of way. And he felt like Lil Meech probably was a snake and Big Meech probably was a snake. I think he felt like they used him for the show. But 50 Cent is a troll. And we all know he gonna ride you till the wheels fall off. And he's not happy about it. So he freaking be posting their text messages. I posted that, and I guess it's not gonna be no more BMF, but I'm hoping it is because I got a little work in there. So I'm hoping it is. And then what else? Oh, the latest and greatest, which I didn't post because I was like, oh my god. Y'all remember years ago, Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent used to be real close and they fell out. So Floyd Mayweather, me and him got the same birthday, 224. He had an event for his birthday. Rick Ross was there, Lil Meech was there. So Lil Meech posted a freaking picture with Lil Meech, Rick Ross, and Floyd Mayweather. And he said, the real power. And y'all know 50 Cent got that show called Power. So after this whole thing started with Rick Ross with Big Meech and 50 Cent, because of Rick Ross taking a picture, Rick Ross was like, oh well, I'm gonna write a BMF movie. Yeah, he was like, we're gonna do BMF. And 50 was like, haha, no, you not, because the I own the rights to Big Meech life. Ain't that something? Big Meech had to sign over his life rights to 50 for him to do BMF. So now if anybody else wanted to do a BMF, they can't do it. So 50 know his business. So that's why I'm like, oh, this is gonna be messy. And I would imagine, I don't know what that caption by that little post by Lil Meech meant with him, Floyd and Rick Ross talking about the real power. I'm not even sure what that meant. But it seemed like it's gonna be messy. Or yes, he own it. Yeah, that's crazy. So, or could this all be promo for the show, for BMF? I don't know. Cause at first at one point I was like, maybe it is a little promo. But now that what's his name? What's his name? Lil Meech then linked up with Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross. I'm like, is this promo for the show? Because those 50 don't like Rick Ross. But I do know that 50 and Floyd might be a little cordial. I don't know. They may not have as much issues as they had before. It could be promo. 50 is also promoting Tammy Cohen's story, who was the female that, yeah, it could be promo. But Tammy Cohen is a female that, what? Okay, there we go. I had a call come through. Tammy Cohen was messing with like Cuffy. She had a husband and she was messing with Terry and she was supposedly informant, allegedly. And allegedly, she was informing on behalf of Meech. So he wasn't the technical person that was doing the yapping. Allegedly, it was Tammy on his behalf. And so 50 has been advertising that he's going to be doing Tammy Cohen's story. And that's when he started calling Meech Big Screech. So we gonna see if he was snitching or telling her to snitch, I guess, in this next BMF. Tammy Cohen's story. So I post stuff like that because I do want to see how that play out. I do want to see how that play out. Because 50 Cent, he's going to stay on next for sure. We know that. We seen him do it with Tierra Marie over like $50,000 that it appeared that he was the one initiating the it looked like, he started it all, but she did something that was against the law and his lawyers went back and forth and now she owes him for years and he's been on her and she ain't paid him. She said she broke. And we seen him go at it with Puff Daddy for years. He don't like Puffy. Even Puffy locked up, he stay on his neck. Okay. Anything happen with Puffy, 50 Cent is talking about it. Yes. So to see him do this with Lil Meech is like, are y'all for real? I don't know. Now, what he did admit one time was the dude, what's his name? The dude, oh yeah. Um, what is his name? He was on Power, the light skinned dude, and he had like the wide nose, and he did music. I want to say Raheem, but I don't think that's his name. He was on Power, and it looked like 50 Cent started like trolling him, talking about that man music, but he didn't do it how he doing with Meech. He's staying on Meech neck. But with that dude, he kind of trolled him a little bit. And on down the line, he did an interview saying that pretty much it was just to help the dude record his music. That he had just put out an album, so he was trying to help him, get some traction, and it ended up going number one. What is that dude name? I can't think of it. Redman? No, not Redman. This was a dude that was like Power. He was on Power. Power. Actor on Power. On Power with music. I want to say it's like reggae. Not Tommy. Lord have mercy. Rotimi. Rotimi. He trolled him. He trolled Rotimi before, and come to find out, he was doing it to help Rotimi's music. Yeah, his name is Rotimi, and he does music as well as act. So, but like I said, it wasn't like this. He didn't troll Rotimi like he doing me. He did say Rotimi owed him some money though. So he used social media to his advantage for sure. I hope that that's what's going on with him and me. That would be sad. Oh, you thinking Empire? Mm-mm. No, Rotimi was who was he on Power? Andre. He was Dre. Yeah, Andre Coleman on Power. Yeah. And then he was Charles on The Shy. I haven't watched The Shy. But anyhow, 50 Cent did troll him, and that was pretty cool because it helped his album and it went number one or whatever. But when is BMF coming out? How much trolling he gonna do? You know? How much trolling? I guess we shall see. Yeah, so I did want to jump out here and just kick it with y'all like this because I am not at my little setup for my live streams that I normally do with my computer and everything. But I wanted to pop out here and show my face. And also get y'all comfortable with this way. Because sometimes this may be how I go live and talk about different topics or whatever. Yeah, he said, what next season? I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All that filming. I know he not gonna just throw it away because there was a lot of production behind it. And I know because I was there. It was a lot. I met Meech, I met Terry. It was a lot of work that it would be terrible for it to just go down the drain. Lil Meech, I'm talking about not Big Meech. I met Lil Meech and Terry. And yeah, I hope that I hope it comes out. 'Cause that would be terrible. That would be so bad. I would be so not happy. And so I sent 50 a message and I was like, okay, hold on. I don't know if he'll ever read it. Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever read it, but I did send that a message like, no, 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 no. Okay. We're not going to do that. So hopefully those guys get it together. And what else? Karen Reed. People like when I talk about Karen Reed. And I don't even get that many views on Karen, but people like, yes, I hope so. People like when I talk about Karen Reed. So y'all catch up on Karen Reed. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen with the second trial. Y'all know she already had a first trial and it was a mistrial, but it's another one coming up. Okay. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I think that's gonna be very interesting. And the reason I'm really interested in it is because it's officers. Like there was a law enforcement house party and powerful influential people at that house that unaliving happened at. That's what I want to see. If they actually work together and conspire to freaking cover it up. Now I'm sure that happens. You know, I'm sure it happens. I just want to see. I want to know. I'm trying to figure out who did it for real. Because at one point I really thought it was Karen. Okay. And then as time went on and more information came out, I was like, wait a minute. I don't know. And I guess that's probably why the jurors had that freaking mistrial. And then with Naziah case, oh, I said I was gonna call down to freaking Detroit. Cause y'all, this is why I be looking at my videos that I post over and over and over. And I think I got one. I got some more like with King that I have, and I just haven't posted them. But I was looking at them, see which one I want to post. So remember with King, he is Jarvis' business partner. Now, he was on a tether, which is also known as an ankle monitor, track your locations, and it's when you on probation or parole. He was on a tether, right? So I saw he testified that in February, he had a few more weeks on the tether, which would have took him to like March. He was getting off the tether, and then he was going to be off of papers. And a couple of months after. So all this time, I've been sitting up here like, oh, okay, he must have got a violation. I don't think he got no violation, y'all, because he would have been off of the papers when they violate him. Because listen, y'all, listen and pay attention to what I'm saying. February, when Naziah was missing for a month, February 2024. He was supposed to get off papers, let's say June, because he said in a few months after. Because first he was going to get off the tether. Yes, first he was going to get off the tether in March. This is according to his testimony that he did in that November. First, he was going off the tether. And stay with me, y'all. Help me. Because he was going to get off the tether in March, and then he only had a couple more months on paper. And didn't Jarvis just get charged in September? That's way after this man was supposed to be off paper. And I had looked online, and I don't see new charges for King. I don't see new charges for King. So I was thinking that King had got violated. But how would he be violated if he would have been off the papers already? Because I believe he testified he was off the papers for summer. And I know they didn't lock him up or violate him way after when Jarvis got locked up because he should have been off of the papers. So it's like, what are they holding King for? What are they holding him for? And how are they just holding him? That's what I'm saying. Why he being held? And I keep on saying I gotta call down there, but now it's too late. Every time I think about it, once my day wind down, it's too late to call. I have to call and see what is he being held for. It's not published. It's not online. Now, another thing I was gonna do is I was gonna check Ypsilanti jail information to see if he got some charges over there in Ypsilanti, and they just hold him at Wayne County, which wouldn't make no sense to me really. But that's where my thought process was going. Like maybe he caught something in another county, but why would they hold him over there in Wayne County? I believe my opinion, based off of information and lack of information, is they about to put something on that man, or they got something somewhere. Did it happen? Like, but the reason I can't figure that out is because he's in Wayne County. So I thought that it would have been something in Wayne County that I would be able to see, and it's not there. It's not there, y'all, at all. So what they got on King is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. And I think that there may be some more people involved, like, and I'm just speculating that. Do you think they have something? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just now at this point, I'm wondering if they do, but why they didn't put it on there, or if they use you know, okay, you gonna have to testify, dun 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 dun. Dun. Like they want to make sure that his testimony produces something before they let him out of it, is what I was thinking. I wonder if that's like their plan or whatever, you know? But I really don't know. I really was like, what is going on with that? And hit the like button, and it'll be very interesting to see exactly what happens there. It'll be interesting. But I'm going to finish up some things, and then I'm going to pop back out here. And y'all, thanks so much for tuning in. So I did you would think it would show his charges. That's what I said. I was like, where the charges at? His last thing is on there from like 2019, which I think is why he was on probation or parole. It was like 2019, and it was like some domestic stuff against a pregnant person. And that was 2019, which I think that's why he was on the papers. We'll be in 2025. That's a long time. 6 years. Oof, child. That would have been 5 years on oh no, because he would have did the time and then had the ankle monitor. Because I'm like, dang, he would have been on ankle monitor for 5 years. That would be crazy. But that's the last thing I see on there. So that means he probably did a little bit of time, got out on ankle monitor, was supposed to got off in that summer. And then what you get locked up for? And when did you get locked up, Brody? Because it was not. Remember, Jarvis was locked up that February, but he didn't get the Naziah charges until later in the year when he thought he was about to get out. Okay, is they gonna do the same thing to King? Is they gonna lay them charges last minute? We don't know. But if he did something that had something to do with it, they should, and they better. All right. So, small content creators, stay at it. Do what you love. Do what's interesting to you. Who cares if it get 1 or 2 views? No one cares. Just keep going. I know. That's what I'm saying. Did they want to make sure his testimony was going to produce or add to their case before they work out anything with him, whether they charge him or not? That's what I'm wondering. Was it that, or was it going to be like Jarvis was there because it wasn't going to be secretive? I was about to say, was it going to be, on the low, low? But Jarvis was right there, so he seen him. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it could be, but that is crazy. I ain't know. It's crazy. We got to figure out what King charged with. Why King locked up? Because he was supposed to been off papers before Jarvis caught the charge. Now, unless they extended it, I don't know. But when he testified, he said in February he was gonna get off the tether in March, and he only had a couple more months of probation, parole, whatever one he was on. So we need to figure that out. Why is King locked up? And why they hiding it? And if it's charges for another county, why did he if it's charges for another county, why he not in that other county? Unless they shipped him there. Now, would they have done that to ship them there for court that day? Oh, maybe they shipped him there for court and then put him on that stuff. He's probably in another county. I'm about to see. I gotta look up Ypsilanti and see what they got and see what's going on. See what's going on over there in Ypsilanti. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I said that out loud because now we can put our thinking caps on. But if it was Ypsilanti, because they showing up with Ypsilanti a lot, him and Jarvis, and one of the times I think they really had no reason to be there. But just in King testimony, he was trying to downplay it a lot. Yeah. So stay at it, guys. And my daughter gave me a great idea to get my watch hours up. I'm gonna do it, and I should have did it this time, but don't you worry, I'm gonna do it. You're about to be watching me all over the place. This TV, that TV, everything. Oh goodness gracious! But y'all do the same thing. Y'all tune in from every device. Okay. All your accounts. Put them on there and watch. That's another tip. New YouTubers. Ain't nothing wrong with watching yourself. Do what you gotta do, okay? So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna sign off for now. I definitely will be back. Y'all holla at me. It's your girl Evie with EevieTv. And if y'all got some questions, drop them in the chat.